As Stacie nervously scanned the Doomnasium, taking in the whirl of activity, a hush suddenly fell over the room. The chatter of monsters quieted, and the students parted like a sea, making way for a striking figure striding confidently toward them. Stacie turned to see what had caused the sudden shift in atmosphere. A tall girl with golden brown skin, jet black hair accented with gold streaks, and an unmistakable air of royalty approached. Her outfit was adorned with ancient Egyptian symbols, shimmering in gold and turquoise, and she carried herself like a queen. It didn't take long for Stacie to realize, this had to be Cleo DeNile, the most popular girl at Monster High. Cleo's eyes landed on Stacie, narrowing slightly as she sized her up. "And who is this?" she asked, her voice dripping with curiosity and a hint of superiority. "I don't recall ever seeing you at Monster High before." Frankie leaned in to whisper to Stacie. "That's Cleo. She kind of runs things around here." Stacie gulped, feeling a little out of place under Cleo's intense gaze. I'm Stacie Roberts. I kind of got enrolled here by accident." Cleo arched a perfectly shaped eyebrow. "By accident? How unusual." She tilted her head slightly, and for a moment, her eyes flicked to Stacie's clothes before landing back on her face. "And you're human, aren't you?" Stacie nodded, not sure where this was going. "Yeah, I didn't exactly plan on being the first human at Monster High, but here I am." Cleo's eyes widened slightly, but it wasn't in surprise, more like intrigue. "The first human," she repeated slowly, as if testing the words. Then, her lips curved into a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Well, isn't that interesting? You must be pretty special to be allowed in here." Before Stacie could respond, Cleo stepped closer, her golden accessories jingling softly with each step. "And Roberts, was it? That name sounds familiar." She studied Stacie carefully. "You're not related to Barbie, are you?" Stacie blinked, momentarily thrown by the question. "Yeah, Barbie's my sister." A ripple of whispers ran through the room. Draculaura gasped beside her. "Wait, Barbie, as in the Barbie, like, Barbie Dreamhouse, Barbie Princess, Barbie who does everything Barbie." Cleo crossed her arms, her curiosity growing. "The Barbie, the one who's practically perfect at everything she does. The one who's always the center of attention, no matter where she goes." "Yeah, that's her," Stacie said, her tone a little wary. She could sense the shift in Cleo's attitude, and it made her uneasy. "But I'm not Barbie, I'm just me." Cleo's smile turned a little sharper. "Oh, I'm sure you are. I mean, it must be hard living in the shadow of someone like that. Barbie must be used to everyone adoring her." Stacie clenched her jaw. She loved her sister, but she wasn't blind to the challenges that came with being related to someone so famous. "Barbie's great, but she doesn't take all the attention. She's actually pretty down to earth." Cleo hummed thoughtfully, as if deciding whether to believe her. "Well, being Barbie's sister could give you a certain status here at Monster High. You might find that it comes with some advantages." She glanced around the room, noticing the stares from the other students. "Though, it also means you'll have to prove yourself. Just because you're human, and related to someone like her, doesn't mean you automatically fit in." "Cleo," Claudine interrupted, stepping up beside Stacie. "Stacie's doing just fine. She doesn't need your approval." Cleo's smile didn't waver as she turned to Claudine. "Oh, Claudine, always so quick to defend the underdog." She flicked her gaze back to Stacie. "I'm just saying, Monster High is a place where everyone has to earn their spot. Even if you're the first human, that won't mean much if you can't handle the pressure." Frankie, sensing Stacie's discomfort, sparked up beside her. "Stacie's gonna be fine. She's already braver than half the students here just by showing up. Give her a chance." Draculaura nodded enthusiastically. "Yeah, she's awesome. Plus, I bet she has some fantastic stories about Barbie and all the adventures she's been on." Stacie, feeling the support of her new friends, stood a little taller. "I don't need to prove myself because of who my sister is. I'll do that on my own. But thanks for the heads up, Cleo." For a moment, Cleo looked as if she might say something cutting, but then her expression softened slightly. "We'll see. Maybe you'll surprise me. With a flick of her hair, Cleo gave a nod of acknowledgement and turned away, walking back through the hall with the same air of royalty she had entered with. As soon as Cleo was out of earshot, Stacie exhaled, shaking her head. Wow, that was intense. Claudine grinned. Don't worry about Cleo, she's always sizing up the competition, but deep down, she respects anyone who can stand their ground. Plus, Draculaura added, you handled that like a pro. Most ghouls would have been way more freaked out. Thanks, guys, Stacie said, feeling a rush of relief. I guess I'll just have to keep proving I belong here, one day at a time. Exactly, Frankie said, her electric energy buzzing with excitement. And we'll be here to help you every step of the way. As they all headed toward the fear-leading tryouts, Stacie felt a renewed sense of confidence. She might be human in a school full of monsters, and her sister might be Barbie, but she was Stacie Roberts, and she was ready to make her own mark at Monster High.